Georgia defines child custody in a divorce as how much time the children are spending with each parent. It's based upon the best interest of the child. The court's supposed to decide based on all the history, each parent's participation in the raising of the children. Generally, child custody is going to go to the primary caretaker of the children. Legal custody deals with the right to make decisions concerning the health, education, and welfare of the children. Our courts in Georgia favor joint legal custody. The courts feel that both parents should be involved in decision making. Hopefully, the parents can agree on those decisions, but if the parents cannot agree, there has to be a designation of a tiebreaker who will make the ultimate decision. Georgia has had a mixed history in regard to joint physical custody. Back when I started practicing law 36 years ago, you did not see much joint physical custody. Over the time of my career, I've seen a major change in that. Fathers' rights have been accepted far more. It varies from judge to judge as to whether or not they are going to favor joint physical custody. I have found in my career that once a judge goes on the bench, early in their career, they think they know everything and they start awarding joint physical custody. Then as time goes along, they see these folks that they've given joint physical custody coming back into court because they can't get along and they're seeking modifications. And the court's having to address these things over and over again. And I find the judges tend to change their opinion on joint physical custody based upon the history of what they've seen in court. Joint physical custody only works if the two parents can set aside their differences and work together. If they can't do that, all joint physical custody does is put the children right in the middle of the conflict. The best interest of the child is the standard for deciding custody. The meaning of it is what works out for that child to create a comfortable, safe, loving environment. Which parent is going to make the sacrifices that every parent has to make in raising children? Which parent's going to cooperate and work with the other parent? Are they available in the hours that the children need them? If you have a parent that, say, is a police officer and works weekends and works nights and things, it's not in the best interest of the child because that parent's not available when the child needs them. The court's just got to look at everything in each individual case to determine what's in that particular child or that group of children's best interest. Child custody becomes an issue in the Georgia divorce process almost at the very beginning. Child custody is probably the most important issue in any divorce. Sometimes you have parents that just agree that one parent is the right parent to have the children living with them the majority of the time. Some parents take child custody and turn it into a tool to fight the other parent. I've had fathers come in and tell me, I want custody of my children. And the first question I ask them is why? I've had fathers actually tell me, because that's the best way I can hurt her. Our firm has always had a policy that we will do nothing that we believe is harmful to a child, no matter what our client wants. If the client insists upon any action that we think is going to harm a child, we get out of that case.